Yo, YouTube, look, man, we back with another video. Glad to have y'all here. And this time, we dropping some gems for y'all, man. So, everybody want to know what it took for me to get rich gambling sports, man. And today, I'm going to break it down for y'all. Now, I'm going to give y'all 5 sports betting strategies that turned me into a millionaire. Now, I know a lot of y'all come here for motivation, inspiration, and things like that. But today, it's nothing about knowledge, and most of y'all come for that as well. So get ready. We're about to break these 5 things down, and make sure you got your notepad out, got your pen out, and take some notes, man. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. It's about to be a fire one, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Before y'all do anything, make sure y'all go smash that like button. Make sure y'all go comment and subscribe. Now, at the end, I need y'all to comment what strategy you think will help you the most. So I know these 5 are specifically the main ones that put me into that point of life where I'm able to live financially free, do the things I want, wake up whenever I want. And I'm trying to give y'all that game so y'all can have the luxury of living like that as well. So, hey, like I said, smash that like button. Let's get this video to 500 likes. You feel me? We're almost at 3K subscribers. We staying consistent. So all I want in exchange for these gems that I'm about to drop is you smashing that like button, man. Now look, this is strategy number 1, man. Reverse line movement. Now for y'all who don't know, I'll explain to y'all what reverse line movement is. It's when one team has the public all over them, meaning majority of the people are betting on that team. And then the reverse line movement part comes. So say this team is the Steelers and they are -6 on the spread. They're playing the Bills, right? So -6, everybody's on the Steelers, but the line drops to -5. So I know there's probably a lot of bettors out there who see lines drop all the time and they wonder, dang, why did that line drop? What's going on? Did somebody get hurt? A lot of times it's really just Vegas messing with our eyes. So I learned something in football. It's called eye candy. It's showing you something that looks good to get you to do it, but that's not what you're supposed to do. So same thing in this scenario. You got the Steelers who are -6. The public is all over them, but the spread drops to -4. If the spread drops to -4 and it was already -6 having all the public bet on them, when it goes to -4, what you think people are going to continue to do? Continue to hammer the Steelers. So now that point goes to this. This strategy works more than it doesn't. You feel me? I look for this strategy all the time in games. Sometimes they don't present themselves. Sometimes they're right in my face. But the thing is, Vegas is trying to trap us to make us take the Steelers. They drop the line to -4 to get everybody to continue to dump their money on them, while the whole time they're planning just to pull the rug under all the bettors that are betting with the Steelers, man. So reverse line movement is a key thing. I look for it in every game. Like I say, sometimes it presents itself, sometimes it doesn't. But this is a key factor that made me very profitable in sports betting, man. So the first strategy, reverse line movement. Now we will go on to strategy number 2. Now look, strategy number 2 is pretty much very clear cut. It is trends and history. So looking at trends on the game and the history on games could be a complete game changer. I'm talking about this is a huge factor when it comes to rivalry games and things in that nature. So, for example, we're going to go with the Ravens and the Steelers rivalry and how the history on this game, this rivalry, is such a huge impact on bettors. So, as we know, obviously, the Ravens with Lamar and this offense they've been 10 steps ahead of the Steelers these past couple years. Steelers always got a great defense, of course, and that could probably be the determining factor. But it's something about that rivalry that the Steelers are 8-2 in the last 10 over the past 5 years. So, of course, when Steelers and Ravens play 2 times this year, I'll be on the heavy, looking at the history, looking at the trends to that game. So, like last year, I bet the Steelers both games in that rivalry to win just based off the history of the Steelers being 8-2 on the last 10 in the past 5 years. You feel me? And then it also comes into play big with championship games. If you look at NFL, the biggest trend on NFL championship games are the under. If you look at college basketball, the biggest trend on college basketball championships are the under. You feel me? They have crazy trends, and there's so many statistical things that you could go look at to understand, to give you an edge when sports betting. This makes me so much money because I'm steady studying and I'm steady looking for new trends, steady looking at the history of big games, and it just gives me a comfort of knowing that, okay, this is a trend that continues to happen. Okay, I'm riding with it. Let the trend continue. Now, like I say, just like the last strategy, these aren't strategies that's going to give you 100% wins, but these are strategies that will make you profitable when sports betting. So, like I said, man, strategy number 2, we on to number 3 now. Let's get it. Now, strategy number 3, this is a huge strategy that gives you great tips, and it's pretty much giving you advice on the game before the game even starts. Now, this strategy is shopping for lines. Shopping for lines sounds simple, right? But you're probably like, what does that mean? Shopping for lines means finding the best line available for the bet that you are about to place. So in this scenario, you got Hard Rock, you got FanDuel, you got DraftKings, you got Caesars, you got all these different sports books that sometimes have different lines. So you might be making a bet on Hard Rock and it might be minus 130, but if you go look on FanDuel, it's minus 115. Now, that odd difference is saving you $15 per $100 that you bet. So if you betting 115, you're going to win $100. Now, if you're betting minus 130 on Hard Rock, it's going to take you $130 to make $100. So that's a big $15 difference, and that $15 adds up, especially if you're a big bettor like myself. So if you're betting 10,000, it's a whole totally different thing. For example, minus 130, if you're betting 13,000, that wins you 10,000. Versus if you're betting minus 115 with the line that has, the sports book that has the better line, now you're only betting 11.5K to win 10K instead of 13K. You feel me? So that could save you a bunch of money, and that is a key factor that can help you be profitable, because the whole time while you're getting bad odds versus while the other sports books has it lower, you could be saving money. You could be making more money at that. So that's a huge thing for me. Strategy number 3, that's pretty clear cut, but I'm telling you, it's not a lot of people out here that shop for lines. So take that strategy I'm giving you and be sure before you take any bet, you go shop the lines on different sports books, man. It'll take you a long way. On to strategy number 4, man. Let's do it. Now, strategy number 4 is arbitrage betting. Now, this might be the most riskiest strategy on the list. So it's risky because there's a way that you could lose 2 times in 1 with this, but there's also a way that you could cash both plays, or you could even lose 1 play and win 1 play and come out profitable still. So now let me tell you about this. So arbitrage betting is basically just betting on both sides of the game. So you have, for example, again, Steelers and the Bills. Steelers minus 7 to start the game. You feel me? Now we might alternate that line to minus 8.5. That will be making our odds plus money, meaning for every 100 we bet, we'll make 100 plus whatever else the odds is. So if it's plus 130, we'll be making 130 off our $100 every time. Now here's the key. When it comes to this strategy, it's betting on both sides. So say we let the game go on for a little bit and the Steelers go up 10-0. Now we look at the live line, and the line is Steelers minus 17. So we already got Steelers minus 8.5, which is looking great. But now it's minus 17, meaning the Bills are plus 17. So now we jump on the Bills side, plus 17. Also, we'll alternate it again, changing it to about plus 16, plus 15 to make sure that it's plus money. Both plays being plus money is very, very key, because if we go 1-1, we'll still come out with a little bit of profit without losing. So now we got Steelers minus 7, and then we got Bills plus 15. Both of these plays are plus 130 odds. So if we bet 1,000 on each, when we win, our payout will be $2,300 on either game. So with that being said, our initial investment on both games is 1,000 each, meaning we bet 2,000 total. So if just one of these games win at plus 130 odds, we'll make $300 easily. You feel me? Now, here's the main key where we could really eat good is when the Steelers -7 wins and the Bills +15 wins. And how that can happen is the game ended anywhere from the Steelers winning by either, because it was 8.5 minus 8.5, so Steelers either winning somewhere between 9 and 14, which is kind of likely in football. So if we get the Steelers to win 9 and 14 between those ranges, we'll win both sides, meaning both of our bets will cash for $1,000, paying us $2,300 each, with the ending payout being $4,600 off our initial $2,000 bet. That's a $2,600 profit. You feel me? And also knowing that it's very hard to lose both of these bets is nearly impossible. Actually, you can't lose both of them. That's why the strategy is so great. You cannot lose both of them. You feel me? So if it lands in the middle, we hit big. If it lands on just one side, we still make $300. Now, that's a great strategy, but it's something that you got to be focused on, and you got to be tapped into the game to get these type of results, especially if you see a high line movement change. So this is a good strategy. Like I said, very risky, but it could take you a long way, especially if you're doing it right. Now, look, this fifth and final strategy can give you a huge advantage versus the sports books, man. This could actually help you profit tons when betting on sports. Now, strategy number 5 is beating the closing line. Now, beating the closing line is such a key thing because if you could get into a game before that line shoots up, that means you have a really good advantage on whatever the spread is. So beating the closing line is a key strategy to when wanting to be profitable in sports betting. This is one of my favorite ones, and it's because, hey, if I got a -1 spread that I bet on Friday, and then come Saturday game time, say college football, the team I bet on -1 goes all the way up to -4 or -4.5. Now I have a 3-point or 3.5 difference on the closing line. So I only need the team to win by 1, while others who caught it late need that team to win by 4 or more. You feel me? So beating the closing line is huge. All it means is catching the line early before it goes up. It can also mean you may have some info that nobody else has yet, meaning, hey, I might know about an injury with a guy on a team that the public don't know yet, or things like that. Something that's going to drastically make that line change down the line. So Thursday night, I might know key player out, boom. So come, hey, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day the game is, you feel me? I knew 3 days before that this key player was out and was going to affect this line and make it move drastically. So that means I could get in before Vegas know or the public know, you feel me? So I could have a couple point advantage on the closing line, you feel me? So that's why beating the closing line could be such a great strategy, because now you have such an advantage and the odds are going to stay the same. So if the opening line was -1 and then the closing line was -4.5, now that means you got the same odds with that -1 that the others have on their -3.5 or -4. You feel me? So huge strategy that could give you a huge advantage when sports betting that you should definitely look into. Like I said, this is one of my favorite because I do a lot of research and I am constantly looking into things that others aren't looking into. So when I see that opening line, when I know something's coming or I know something big is about to happen to make this line move, I'm jumping on it ASAP. I'm jumping on it fast. I'm placing a bet. I don't care if it's 2-3 days beforehand. You feel me? Because I know at the end of the day, I beat the closing line and I'm good with that, regardless win or lose. You feel me? Because I have the advantage. Now, like I say, with all these strategies, there's still a chance you could lose. But this fifth one, hey, I love to have an advantage on a sports book anytime. So when I get that chance, I'm always taking it. You should too, man. Hey, so look, man, I'm super happy to share those strategies of mine with y'all. And I hope y'all implement them into y'all gambling daily and make sure that y'all take accountability and pretty much hold yourself accountable, because this is your money that you're risking when you're sports betting. So you should be putting yourself in the best position to win all the time. There should be nobody out there just sports betting and just doing it blindly, waking up and like, oh, this is my favorite team, so I'm betting on them. Let's go. Like, that'll have you broke before whatever season you betting on ends. Trust me. So listen, use these strategies. Like I say, jot them down, come back to this video, watch it again, and try to implement them as best as you can. Because, like I say, these are the 5 strategies, the 5 main strategies that turned me into a millionaire sports gambler. You feel me? I know a lot of people want to know, you feel me, how I got in this position, and it's clearly strictly all sports betting, man. Also, I got investments that I do other than sports betting, but me getting the majority of my money came off sports betting. You feel me? And it's clear cut that I know what I'm doing in this industry, because I have hundreds of clients playing with me daily. You feel me? 100+ clients daily locking in with my plays and using my research and analysis to make sure that they're profitable. Now, if you want to be profitable, it takes a lot of time. It does. Those strategies I gave you, takes a lot of time to research them, especially when you're trying to look at multiple things on multiple games. You feel me? So make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hey, continue to rock with me. We about to be at 3K subscribers. Y'all let me know which strategy you think will help you the most, and we can continue to drop this fire content, continue to give y'all gems, continue to fill y'all brains up with knowledge when it comes to betting on sports. And I'm just happy to be the one here to help you guys beat the books, because at the end of the day, it ain't about me being better than y'all, y'all being better than me. This is about all of us getting together and beating the sports book, man. That's the only enemy we got in this field, and that's the only person that we trying to knock off day in and day out. Us versus the sports book, y'all never forget that. And hey, y'all make sure y'all use these strategies, and I hope I helped today, and I appreciate y'all for watching, man.